look really nice. I mean, your hair's just straight. It's just like blah.
Because my hair is just...
Hello.
I got nappy hair.
Yeah.
There
that's
we
cool.
go.
That's pretty cool.
That's
It took
awesome.
That is
took
awesome.
a minute to get this thing to do right. Hey, there we go. I'm going to turn this around as soon as I can remember how to do it. There we go.
Are you done with this?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm live here with
News Now, Ohio.
yeah, I was going to let you say it. News Now Ohio. Yeah, we're in
Downtown Cincinnati.
downtown Cincinnati. Let me just give you a little tour around. I gotta get used to these controls, y'all.
Is that new?
Yes, it is.
That's awesome. Check that thing out, guys. That's pretty cool. I need one of those.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I like that. Makes it nice and smooth. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, anyway, we're walking in downtown,
Getting ready to go to the Justice Center.
getting ready to go to the Justice Center. There's probably somebody in the Justice Center watching this right now.
I doubt it. They're on. That's the jail.
That's the jail.
Yeah.
Let's see. This
William
is
Howard Taft Center.
William Howard Taft Center, Hamilton County, Great Seal of the state of Ohio. I guess they've been there a while. They look a little. They
You
look
can
a
tell
little.
they're brass. See how they're
Yeah.
tarnished? They're brass.
Yeah. Yes, sirree. Yep.
My wife is off so much weight.
We have to.
She looks so
Yep.
good. She looks
We
really good.
I can't. The sunlight's out, and I can't read these little things anyway. So y'all have to talk among yourselves.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we did a little planning and strategy session until midnight or after last night. Getting ready for this. This is D.C.J. News Media. Chief Jones here. Hey, thanks for donation. That pops up. It's a different color. I can see that.
Right,
Thank you very much.
That's how it is with mine. But I don't like the super chat. The super chat that just
Yeah, super.
YouTube gets 30% of that.
I thought it was 50%.
No, they take 30 right off the top.
30% they
Yeah.
take off the top. So I'll get like what, $1.60,
Something like that.
and it'll be next month. But
Right. Yeah.
but when it's your money, you get to decide.
That's right. Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
Some people don't like to go through PayPal.
Yeah, some people don't like to go through PayPal. I didn't think about that.
What's a court clinic building? What's that?
Court Clinic Building. I don't know.
I ain't never heard of that, have you?
No. What's that sign down there say?
The big green one?
Yes.
The reawakening of sweat and spirit.
Reawakening of sweat and spirit?
Yeah.
Huh. How about that?
Look, key bail bonds. There's your bail bonds.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who to call if we get arrested.
Yeah. If we get arrested, y'all call the credit terms available at the Key Bail Bond Agency. Phone number 513-832. Looks like 3656.
Now all the trolls are gonna call and tell them not to bond us out if we get
Yeah, they'll say don't bond them out. But there are several bonding companies.
Oh yeah, that's what they did to Otto.
The same one that I went
Yeah.
Can you believe they did that shit to Otto? The
Yeah.
murder clan.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The Murbites
Yep.
and the Murbers. Yeah.
The United States. Oh wait a minute. I don't know. This is a state building right here. I'm not sure which one it is.
When I get over there, I'll take a video tour of that section too. Let's
Equal
see.
and exact justice to all men of whatever state or persuasion.
See, equal and exact justice to all men of whatever state or persuasion, religion or political. So they have that posted as a public notice.
Right.
What does this one say?
What? The other side?
That the Lord requires of
What did it say?
It says, why does the Lord require but to do justly and to love mercy.
Guys, I can't read the chat, so you guys will have to like.
Okay, I'll turn it around here where y'all
chat
can
on
see what
with
she's
each
saying
other,
as
'cause
best as I can.
right out here,
I keep trying to do this control the wrong way, but it's on the top there of that building. Anyway, let's see here. They got some flags up there. What are those flags?
The states, the Ohio flag, the American flag, the POW, and I don't know what that other one is.
I guess that's Hamilton County or something. Is this Hamilton County?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the POW for the missing soldiers. Let's see.
Look at that truck. Texas edition.
Says,
That is nice.
look, Hamilton County Justice Center,
Yep, here's where we are.
100 Sycamore Street. Now, I'm not telling you this is my truck, and I ain't telling you it ain't my truck. But looky
Right.
here.
I'm not telling you that's not my truck, but I'm not telling you it is either.
Yeah, I'm not telling you it is.
But I
I
will
ain't
tell
telling you
you
it ain't
I
my
want
truck. But it is a Texas Edition Sierra. And it does have some lights on the front of it.
That would cost a pretty penny.
I'm being a little humorous with you all. You gotta watch these steps. It's hard to walk with a broke back, you know.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. You can definitely tell.
You can tell I'm walking slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's broke back don't help none. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, yeah, right. Anyway,
Little Hawkins.
Ohio Historical Marker. Let's see. Sheriff Morton Little Hawkins
Yeah.
on March the 28th through the 30th, 1884, the courthouse riots of 1884.
Raged in the streets of Cincinnati.
Yeah, raged in the streets of Cincinnati. Resulting in the death and injury of more than 250 Cincinnatians.
Wow.
A small group of Hamilton County deputies, led by Sheriff Morton Little Hawkins, saved the jail from a complete takeover and successfully protected the lives of all the inmates. Sheriff Hawkins' planning and foresight was largely responsible for the success. Sheriff Hawkins also called upon the Ohio National Guard. They didn't have the National Guard back then. It was like the Ohio State Militia,
Right.
but they're putting something else on there. I looked that up to make sure I'm not saying nothing wrong, but the National Guard didn't come in until the 1930s or 40s, I think. But I'll check it out. If somebody knows, or y'all can Google it, you let me know or let the people know.
I have a Google guy on mine. His name's Ken Milrose. If he's on, he'll
Okay,
check
to help quell the riots and assisted in deploying of the troops. Sheriff Hawkins earned the respect of the citizens for his calm and successful demeanor throughout the riots. He also served his state as Ohio Adjutant General and the nation as a volunteer in the Ohio Infantry during the
Wow.
Civil War. He was also a noted newspaper man. Hey,
Wow.
just like me,
Wow.
except I'm in the e-newspaper.
Right.
Newspaper man throughout Ohio.
Huh.
Ohio Bicentennial Commission, the Long Burger Company, James House, DBA, Color Products, Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, the Ohio Historical Society, 1999. And it's under 19-31. Okay. So,
Are you ready, Slowpoke?
if y'all want to, and y'all send me some money to PayPal, I can buy me a bag of chips and a soda pop from that lady over there. I can, if y'all send me enough, I can get some for News Now Ohio and his lady. Yeah, yep. So, anyway, here we go. Zipping around, slowly but surely. So this is Saturday. The jail runs 24/7 like the popo. The clerk of courts. I get this better with this Gimel, y'all. Just hang in there with me. Court of Clerks, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Wow, they say all the way to 8 p.m. They got them a little, hey, what am I doing here? Man, I'm going sightseeing with this thing. I got to do more practice with the buttons. They got some fire extinguishers in case something catches on fire.
Wow.
Courtroom. Courtroom A and B. Give me some love. Give me some thumbs up.
I don't understand why it's different. See, it says corrections, and then over here it says detention. I wonder what that's all about.
Well, it might be that the corrections. It might be the corrections. I'm just thinking.
Right.
Might be for the people that's already been sentenced
Oh, yeah.
and are waiting to go to the jail, and the detention center might be for people that's waiting sentencing or to go to court.
Okay.
And the corrections is for the people they bring in, one way or the other.
Serving time or waiting to go to prison, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
But we can ask if we want to.
Yeah. They got a cone in front of their door.
Yeah, they got a cone in front of their door. Bing bong.
I guess the door ain't on. The door's...
They got one in front of the door on the other one.
Are you coming in?
Of course.
All right.
I'm gonna follow behind you, tall boy. Let's see here. I'm okay. Thank you. Whatever we can see. For news.
Are you guys putting a ticket in or something? Because I know you guys got
We do. How come?
I think somebody's overacting here.
So you need consent to record?
I don't know what you're recording.
I'm a journalist and I'm gathering content for a story.
Oh, okay.
you're journalist. When you put it like that in those words, then okay.
Okay.
We're just, we're not from here. We're just doing a video tour of here and other buildings around. Hopefully.
Well, that mural that's on the side of the wall
Yeah.
is beautiful.
Yeah, I just was over there, but you called and I didn't want to, I wanted to hear what you had to say. So I'm gonna go back and record it now. Yeah, it is nice. I seen it.
Why does it say corrections on one side and detention on the other?
It's two different.
That's a good question.
Do I? Yeah.
That's a good question. One that I cannot answer. Because we're just security.
Right.
We're not COs.
Right.
All we do is, be in the lobby.
But I mean, one says detention, one says correction, so those are two different things, detention and correction. So I'm just trying to understand for my news story, what is the difference?
Around the corner, you can talk to
To who now?
you can actually talk to one of the officers around the corner, and they can answer that question better.
So is he or she around?
Yeah, they're right around the corner. You just go up the line,
Okay.
to the visitation area, or you can
All right.
go across the hall and speak to the officer.
Okay. Where'd he go? Around there to get the mural?
Yeah.
Good deal. Let's see, it says inmate visiting, release, and property. Sheriff's record, police clerks, police checks and fingerprints. So that'll work good. I might can see some comments. It might be dark enough if anybody's got anything to say. I might can read it right now, right here for a second. We're at the Hamilton County Corrections in Cincinnati, Ohio, on Saturday. I don't know right now where we're going to go next. Patrick's, you're saying he's begging money for personal gain? I don't know. I haven't. Excuse me. Man, I keep these controls, I keep doing them backwards. Huh.
You need to go back to law school. If you say so, I feel sorry for any of your clients. If you're a law student, you don't know the First Amendment. You don't, so we need your permission? And this is a law student. Wow. It's a law student. A law student, Chief. A law student.
Yeah, well,
Says that we need her permission to record her in public. Absolutely. If you don't want recorded, go and pull your blinds in your home and hide. This is public. This is public. This
well,
is
you're gonna have
public.
somebody do something to us.
I don't need it.
She's gonna have somebody
I
do
don't
something
need
to
your
us. Maybe we
permission.
need to call the police for protection. She's threatening us.
Right. I'm not pressed about who she gets.
You know that's on video, right?
That's a law student.
Well,
Wow.
see,
Wow.
she's,
Wow.
well, see, that's called disorderly conduct.
Do you know what public is?
You a public indecent person.
Oh, I know. I'm the one acting the fool. Right. Triggered. Exactly. Says she's a law student.
Keep recording. What's gonna happen is you're gonna find yourself on the floor.
Okay.
Keep playing with it.
She says, keep playing with her. I didn't know we were playing. My gimmel's kind of acting up here. Hang on a second, I'm gonna try and reset it.
Wow. The security just let her threaten us in public and didn't do anything about it.
See, that's disorderly conduct, using foul language. We're offended. See, yeah, but see, she's saying we're gonna wind up on the floor.
Yeah, I heard what you said. I'm not really concerned with that.
No, but I'm just saying that she's threatened with violence
Oh, yeah.
and
You want to check out the other side?
I want to go back here and ask them about the detention and
What are y'all doing that for?
Because we're journalists.
Y'all came to journals up the wrong spot.
He's on Facebook Live.
No, I'm not.
Do that make y'all some money?
That's Facebook.
That ain't making y'all no money. Y'all need to be in that damn book.
Oh.
you know, see, I've been going around not videoing different people, but when people interject themselves, then they become the news story themselves.
No, Jason, yes, law students.
See what the visiting schedule is.
I'm gonna walk out here, Chief.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Visiting schedule. Visitation determined by the first letter of the last name of the inmate. AQK Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. L through Z, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Visiting hours are Friday. Yeah. Okay. Visiting hours. That's 12 noon to 7:30 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. No visiting on Sundays, Mondays. Yeah. Me? Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's a constitutionally protected activity. Do what?
This is private information right here, you're not speaking.
Well, then you have to put something up to shield it. That's what the Supreme Court says.
Well, I've already seen that, that's on the jail, but I'm calling my intake sergeant.
Well, that'd be fine.
Got his name already.
She's calling the intake sergeant because I can't take pictures.
What?
She said she's gonna call the intake sergeant because I can't take pictures.
Just a line, honey.
It is.
When I get up there, can you fill out my card for me? I'm going. Sure.
That's right, yes, let her see it. Long as you got it out of balance, so we can change
Your name's Maya, what's your name?
it. You got all his passwords.
My son is here. You don't have to. He's not.
Okay. I don't.
Just give her the phone and she can take it with her, I'll meet up with her later on today.
I need to come down here early, and it's different, it's not, you know, when you're, when you come down early, it's a line way out.
Really? Well, we came down right at the right
Yeah.
time.
First thing I turned, I said, we going to go get some money somewhere. Filming for something. Down outside somewhere. Doing that. Wrong place to do that.
That's just a badge for a journalist or a news person, that's like their ID.
You see, they got 2 cameras up there I can see.
It feels cold there, right? Does it feel cold to you?
Yeah.
He's on his way.
I'm not complaining.
Okay, should I be in fear of my life?
What is it?
Should I be in fear of my life?
No, not at all.
Okay. I see a lot of videos where correctional officers and police officers abuse people, so I was asking.
Wrong way.
You know why some people don't want to be videoed? It's because they called in sick to work today, or they're on the run from child support or other things. See, while that woman was in there doing all that talking to me, she built up a line of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people. Howdy. Oh, I'm fine. Who are you?
Sergeant Alsasser.
Sergeant Elsasser? Well, I don't even know why they called you.
Yeah,
Well,
we don't know why.
they called me because while this lobby is a public area, you
Yes.
are welcome to film.
Yes.
Once you are filming our employees and especially our computer screens, that's no longer a public area.
Oh, you're wrong. The Supreme Court's already ruled on it.
Trespass, yeah, it's something private you have to take.
You are not entitled to record what we have on our computers.
You're
That is secure
you're wrong. You need to
information.
call your legal department.
Okay,
You're
well,
wrong.
I'm gonna ask you to
What is
leave the
your name?
facility at this time.
What's your name?
If you have a complaint, you can report over to room 120, the building across the way,
Okay.
and direct that to them.
We were fine here when they thought we were mainstream media. Once they, because they come up with
No,
some.
even
they come up with some
mainstream
fictitious,
media
we
is
needed a
not
media
entitled.
badge. No, I'm just saying
Do
they
y-
were fine
do y'all
with it
not
once they, until
take
they
a
realized we
course?
didn't have media badges, which ain't no really thing. It's not really a thing. It's just like an ID that a company like Channel 12 News will give their employees, like a, you know, like a news anchor. They'll give them an ID and put media on it. It's not nothing official,
Okay.
you know.
As
We
I-
do
you
this
are-
everywhere
You
we
are
go.
welcome to film in the
But-
public area, which would
Absolutely.
be out here.
And you can't trespass
When you
the
step
eyes.
behind the desk
Oh,
out
we
here.
won't-
we're not
we won't
stepping
go
behind
near
it.
Behind the desk
Absolutely.
Where
in
we,
here.
but we have not done that.
Yeah, we won't do that. We're not gonna go anywhere.
uh-uh.
We know, we do this everywhere we go. We know what we can and what we can't do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, you know,
We,
if something's
we
private.
do things based on
law.
Attorney General's opinion, Supreme
Okay.
Court decisions, and our attorney's advice.
Okay. And what I'm saying is, from our standpoint, and our attorneys have dealt with it before, even with the mainstream media, if you come around to an angle where you can video what's on that computer screen, that has to be blurred out. That is private information. That's no longer public
Do
information.
you know what the Attorney General and the Supreme Court has said? Y'all have to block the window where it can't be seen from a public vantage point.
Right.
And when
So
you-
that's your
and
fault.
In these cases, if you are around at an angle where you can see that, you are no longer in a public area.
Well, then we won't be there.
The way this.
If it's not
Okay.
right, if
What
it's
I'm
not
saying is
where we
this-
can be, we
the
won't
way-
be there.
The way this screen is pointed here, the public area where they sign in and go through the door, that screen should not be visible.
Well, they
If
said
you
it's y'all's
come
duty
around the
to,
corner to where she is sitting, and that screen
We're just
becomes
trying to give you
visible.
guys some help with it too, that it's on you to keep that private. In other words, if,
And
because
we
they're
have-
just as.
and we have done
See how
that.
these people are standing
But
there?
if we
they
can get it from a
read that
public
screen, it's
point of
not-
view.
it's not- you
Right,
took
that's
steps
why,
to keep
that's
it
why
private.
that screen is pointed the direction that it is.
Right, you know, you have to keep your stuff private, we don't.
Right. What I am asking is to just remain in the public
Absolutely.
area. Do not step
Right.
back into where the
There was a
officers
woman here
are
though that
posted.
was threatening to whip our asses and beat us down and smack us around
Okay.
and all
yeah,
that.
so isn't that disturbing the
yeah.
peace and violence threatened against us?
Okay.
Well,
No,
what can
I
y'all
think
do, what can y'all do about that?
You know, I'm sure he doesn't condone any violence.
Yeah,
No,
what,
not at all. We have limited control of what we can do out in this public area, just simply because I'm working behind a couple locked doors. I
Right.
only came out because I was informed that you guys were potentially getting back outside of the public area.
No,
into
no,
the
we've
actual
never left the
posted
public
areas.
area,
I have
no.
no interest in that
Okay.
stuff.
So somebody told you a story, I'll be kind.
What we
Well,
we
the
do
fir-
this, we come out, we do this to test how law enforcement or security will interact with us.
Okay.
We're activists, is what we do for a living.
Okay.
And we just gauge your response, see if you respect our rights to do what we're
Do
doing.
y'all take any courses on public photography?
Do we what?
Take any courses on
Chico, like a
public
Chico.
photography?
We do not take any formal courses.
Okay, do y'all go over the Supreme Court decisions where they've ruled that these things can occur? And,
We go by the policy that is handed down from our administration.
right,
And that's why the first call that I got
Right.
said, hey, there's guys in the lobby
But what-
filming. I
but
don't have
what,
an issue
what if
with
your
that.
policy violates the Constitution of Alabama or the US Constitution? Are you still gonna enforce it?
If it violates the Constitution of Alabama, as far as their state constitution, that becomes irrelevant up here. It would have to be what the Constitution is.
I know, that's
for
what I'm talking
Ohio.
about, in Ohio.
Now, if it goes to the Supreme Court, that would be a question that'd be better directed to our administrators.
I'm trying to
That's
figure out
not
why you would
something I
talk
can
about the
answer my way.
Constitution of Alabama when we're in Ohio. What would that have
Because
to
you
do?
just asked me if it violated the Constitution of Alabama.
Well, I don't recall that, but I may have misspoke myself.
Okay.
But okay, the Constitution
If it's-
of Ohio.
Okay. If it is in standard with the Constitution of Ohio or a Supreme Court decision.
Right.
If it is something that we are not doing, that would need to be directed to our administration.
Okay,
We
but
simply follow what the policy that we are given when it comes to public record and our public area.
right, as a public servant, and you have a policy that says don't let the people do this, and it's clearly that they can do it under their constitutional rights, or will you still enforce it? That's my question.
He's asking you, in other words, he's asking you If I was doing this and your superior said arrest him and you knew that what I was doing was constitutionally protected and I have that right as a citizen, would you follow your sergeant's or your superior's order to arrest him? Or would you turn to him and tell him that what he's doing is illegal? I, in good conscience, can't do that.
I would direct it back to him that,
Because you're a sheriff and you took an oath to the Constitution.
correct.
Would you follow that oath to the Constitution?
I would direct it back to them that if I knew that it was in violation, I would remind them that it is in violation and leave that final decision up to them. They have the arrest powers as well, so that would place it back on them. In my case, I have not read up on it. I follow our policy as directed. I assume that our lawyers and our administrators
Are on the ball.
are giving us the correct information. Now, as a layman, I've read enough into and experienced enough to be able to give the direction that I'm simply giving out here.
Right.
The public areas we're okay with.
Right. Absolutely.
The computer screens, because I've dealt with it with the mainstream media, with Channel 19, with Channel 9, both, in person. Those computer screens may not contain public record information. That individual has stuff on that computer for their job that is private information. Those screens are blurred out.
Well, let me tell you, court decisions up to the Supreme Court, they've said whether y'all put blackout glass or you build an extra wooden thing so that from a public point of view, recorded or not,
We can't see it.
nobody can see that. If you can see it from a public point of view, you can record it from a public point of view.
Can't trespass the eyes.
Right.
And
Right.
the point I'm simply trying to make is even if we don't have a physical barrier, these posts where these officers are sitting, there
Right.
is a demarcation line that becomes their post versus a public area.
I got you there.
Okay?
Is it where a person would be able to know? You know, like if I'm just, like, let's say for instance, I was over there, would I know I'm entering into a restricted area that I can't be in? Or
Common sense should be able to say that. You can see the way the desk is shaped out here.
I
It's
know
just
that-
like
We're just talking like if I-
similar to if you were in a
Yeah,
grocery
yeah.
store.
But I'm
There's
saying-
no wall
Right.
I'm just,
keeping that person behind their register. But common sense would say, I don't
Yeah, I
step
can't
past
be
this
going.
side
I
up
got
to
you.
their register.
I'm just
That's what
saying,
I'm
if I'm standing over here at the glass
Yeah, the
and I
glass
can
over
see things with my eyes, I can record what my eyes see.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So y'all have to
Can you- so what
reposition
you're
your
saying, we can
computer.
see the screen from that window right there?
Oh, you can.
Can
You can,
Oh,
yes.
he said you can. Yes, you can.
No, there is some visibility to
Y-
it.
yes,
The only,
yes.
the discretion that I would ask
Yeah.
is a normal person standing outside the glass would have limited visibility of it. With the recording devices, you have the ability to zoom in,
Right.
to enhance things that the normal eye would not be able to see. That's why we just, I'm just asking for a little bit of discretion.
Right. I
because
have
there are
I have
personal
no interest in
individuals.
it.
Okay.
Well, before I forget, one side says correction center and the other side says detention. What is the difference? Security said to ask.
The difference, well, I can.
We thought
hopefully
like
it'll
one
make-
might be sentenced and the other going to court or something.
Initially, when this building was built, that was the intention. Our numbers, our housing modified that.
How many
Simply-
inmates, how many inmates are in it?
Within these two towers, we hover around 1,200.
Right.
To give you the general layout, the biggest difference is this building is where we do our intake process. That's why this is still considered the detention center portion. However, the levels above it are general population or specialized housing of population prisoners. The other building has a couple other specialized units, but there is no initial process.
So no
Everybody
intake,
comes
like,
through this
so when
building.
you get arrested here, you come this side
Correct.
first?
Correct.
And then they may put you over there or they may not, right?
Yes.
Okay.
People ask lots of various questions, and one of them is, they notice your blue line thing. What do you believe the thin blue line stands for?
Well,
It's true. I feel it's a gang symbol, but how do you feel?
I don't feel it's any different than any corporation logo, any team logo. As a general organization, it's something that, for me, it's a remembrance. I wear it for the police officers that I've known personally in this area that have fallen in recent years. The blue line in general, you could consider it an emblem, you could consider it a logo, a symbol. It's
But
the brotherhood, the coalition, everybody regardless of department is part of the same group.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is that I realize you always have a few bad apples in a barrel. But see, when police officers have those on their cars or a line down the side, they wear that stuff and then they do commit civil and criminal liability acts, then it affects everybody else under that banner.
I think regardless of whether they're wearing anything that identifies the blue line, it's held to a different standard. Every news story you see where somebody has been in trouble, it's deputy so-and-so, it's police officer so-and-so. You don't see that if it's a banker. You don't see that if it's, a grocery clerk. You see it with some of the high profiles. You see it with the athletes, the celebrities.
Yeah.
And you see it with us. I mean, regardless of whether I'm wearing anything blue line identifier or not, if I get into trouble, it's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be on the news. It's gonna be in the paper, the internet, everything else. Deputy sheriff did something.
Can you, now I know if an inmate does whatever the disciplinary situation is, like jumping on an officer or something, you can tase them. And you got your taser right there. But, well, I'm very observant. I was trained to be that way. What about a citizen out here in the lobby that becomes disorderly? Can you use that taser on them?
We would be held to the same standard as any other police department as far as use of force. We do have our limitations, we do have our standards.
Yes.
That applies outside or in.
Well, what about different states do different? Are you law enforcement and corrections, or corrections under the Division of Law Enforcement, or?
We are fully certified as deputy sheriffs. The majority of us have gone the extra step to get
like a dual certification?
The actual law enforcement,
Right.
the police officer certification. Some simply are correctional certified through the deputy sheriff.
But like you're dual certified.
I am not actually.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, the reason I say that's because 9 out of 10 when I talk to correctional staff, the ones that are dual certified as law enforcement act different with the media and act different with the public than those that are just correctional officers, because they receive a lot of additional public training,
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Question. And I like to ask every law enforcement person this. How do you feel about, let's say I'm driving down the road and it's nighttime and an officer passes me and notices that I have a headlight on and he flips a U-turn, illegal, right? And then does 100 miles an hour to catch up to me. Do you think that that should be okay for that officer over something minor, like a headlight, to be able to at least break 2 laws to catch me for an enforcement of a traffic violation?
That's something I'm not going to answer.
Most don't. Honestly, most don't do that.
That's not a decision that I can make standing here. It's not a decision I'm technically qualified
I just kind of
to
wanted your
make.
personal opinion on it, is what I really
That I won't be able to give.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I
We'll
understand.
respect that.
Unfortunately, I do have to get back in.
No, well, let me
nice
just,
to meet you.
I don't never, say this up front because I don't want, quote, special favors or nothing, but I'm a retired chief of police
Okay.
And I've been in law enforcement for 40 years. I've taken all these courses. I've talked to DAs, state attorneys, attorney general's offices, and I keep a copy of all these with me because some will just be bound and determined they're going to arrest you and put you in the jail for doing what you have a right to do, and there's numerous Supreme Court decisions on it. And a lot of them have come in place in the last 10 years. But yeah, we're just coming here, and it's kind of like, or chances not, probably tonight or tomorrow, whenever you get a free time, you're going to Google Supreme Court decisions on filming in public places or the police or whatever. And this will help you out, because if you come back to work and you tell the sheriff or you tell other people, hey, we got a policy that says this, but that's not consistent with the Supreme Court decisions, then it can affect change here. Then the next county says, well, wait a minute, they're doing stuff different over there. Why? So it educates the police and the public, and that's part of our mission. But thank you for the interview.
We've had like 5 people come in and tell us how we can't record them in here. I'm like, this is public, you're in public.
Yeah, we've had,
you can't
and
be recorded.
and to
I'm
be
like, why are
honest-
you worried about us? You probably have been on 6 cameras by the time you got here.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So,
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
know, it's
you
what it
guys
is.
have been on camera since you set foot on our campus.
Exactly.
Sure, sure.
It is what it is. We understand that we're gonna live our lives on cameras doing this job one way or the other.
Right. But hey, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, I'll put it this way, you sound a little rough around the edges when you started, but it smoothed out.
Yeah.
So in the end, I'm gonna give you what they call a pass. All right, well, God bless you and your family, have a great day.
I just ask a little common sense and discretion. Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you very much.
I can work with requests till the end of the world. I don't work really good with demands, but I work good with requests.
I try not to make them unless it's a clear-cut violation.
Yes.
So,
Well, thank you. Have a great day. My animal keeps messing up, you all. So because they keep messing up, I'm going to have to try and turn this off and reset it in the stream. But I'll be back shortly.
They have a
I'll
judge
be
in
back.
here
Where?
in jail.
Wow.
She had to be dragged out of the court.
The judge had to be dragged out of the court?
Yeah.
Well, what'd she do?
She got her cousin or something a city job,
Right.
a city contract.
Right.
illegally.
Oh, wow.
Used her power to do it. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to end my live stream, try and reset this gimbal again.
I noticed it just started falling over.
Yeah, so that's why it drooped and twisted around. So they're supposed to last for like
Did you guys see
an hour. But anyway, I'm going to turn it off, reset it, and I'll come back. Y'all come on back, give me some thumbs up and love, and make some good comments. They're wrong. They don't know the law.
Honestly, if it can be seen from a public area, if my eyes can see it, I'm legally allowed to be there. I can. It's a Supreme Court thing. And that, I'm telling you, it's because outside of security, you're
Yeah.
also a citizen.
Yeah, they need to train y'all in what the Supreme Court says.
You can't trespass your eyes. They can't.
Okay.
See it?
Goodbye, y'all. There goes the camera again. I'll be back.